I also want to thank the traditional owners for allowing us to speak here today. Janet, thank you for your warm welcome. Bernie, thank you, my brother, for allowing us to have this. Well, welcome to the Cape York Land Summit, Indigenous Summit, sorry. I think, thank you all for coming. I just want to reflect on a bit of history here. In 1990, I think a few elders, with the assistance of Mr. Noel Pearson, Mr. Gerard Pearson, I think they done wonders on the beach at Lockhart to create a future for our mobs in Cape York. It's been a long, hard battle, but I think we're going to get there because we all believe in our future for our mobs. Many people have traveled a long way to be here today. I thank you for your effort and commitment to be part of this important decision. I'd like to acknowledge the member for Cook. Is Billy here? He's supposed to be here, but I'll welcome him the next time. The Aboriginal people of Cape York have a long history of coming together to work in a united way to achieve the things that are important to us all. When we walk together, we create a momentum that is so hard for governments to stop. So hard. When we speak with a united voice, we are powerful, and our words are heard across the country from Cairns to Brisbane to Canberra. In 1990, as I said, Cape York Land Summit was held at Lockhart River, from which the Cape York Land Council was born to represent our people's interest in land and sea. In 1994, Apuna Pima Cape York Health Council emerged out of a health conference of Cape York communities held at Pajinka. It's been over a decade that the people of Cape York have had a land summit. 2004 in Aurukun, Amban. There are some Aruk elders here. That's the last time our people have come together to discuss a way forward for all of us. We've come a long way since the 1990s. Our people now own or have native title over more than half of the Cape. Our communities are better placed to live than they were 20 years ago, and we have a lot more government-funded services, including health and early childhood services. I acknowledge the efforts of our Health Council, and we are not dying so much from diseases that disappeared in mainstream Australia decades ago. We have made some progress in moving people off the welfare pedestal and to deal with the harm it causes individuals and families. Our schools are much better, and kids go to school. Much more and more are finishing high school. Some are ending up going to university, and we know how vital that is to having leaders who will help us go forward, including on the national scene. We ought to be proud, but it would be a lie to say all is well in Cape York, because it's not. Our health is still way behind what is in mainstream Australia, and we are still dying younger from diseases that are preventable. We are still without anywhere near enough jobs or businesses. Many groups are still without a traditional land base. Many have a system of holding title and managing land that stops economic development and home ownership. I fear our languages and culture are being lost very quickly. Worst of all, we remain dependent on government and its funds to do the things it wants and makes decisions for us. That's the problem with this society. We can never ever move forward if we don't become self-independent on funding, because the government just keeps us down in the gutter. It's proven time and time and time again. We are, Aboriginal people of Cape York, we are land rich, asset poor. I think we are at a critical stage again, as we were in the 1990s, when we had to come together to take some control again over our industry. Sorry, I apologize. I'm sorry. Jesus. Our destiny is on the brink if we do not come together again like we've done today. I fear that all is lost, that we will remain on our country poor and our culture slowly disintegrating. We have to insist on economic, social, and cultural development that is led by us. I am sure what we still have now, welfare, government control, will ruin us. Indigenous-led development must be our goal. We have to lead the charge. Empowered communities, welfare reform, constitutional recognition, and our native title rights are how we will get there. But we get there together. The thing about Australia and bureaucracy is they have a strategy to divide our mobs. If a leader gets up and he says, well, this is one way of addressing the health and education of our people, the government will go to the other side, so our own people attack that individual. That's the problem with society. Bureaucracy has got a stranglehold on all of our futures. We have to wake up. We have to wake up as a people. Get behind the leadership. Every single person in this room is a leader. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. If a leader gets up and says something, the lot of us get behind that person. We have to get behind that person, because then nobody can break that chain. This summit is about how we will work together to achieve Indigenous-led development. That makes sure we have social and economic equality with other Australians, but also allows us to keep our identity, language, and culture. The Land Council is doing its bit. We're doing our bit the same as the other regional orgs. With the Cape York United One claim, we've claimed the remaining 55% of Cape York's land area in the one claim. As well as native title, we've been pursuing land rights. Land is being transferred under the Aboriginal Land Act, and over 19% of Cape York has been transferred to a land trust as Aboriginal freehold. Aboriginal freehold. That is massive in the lives of our people, massive. The One United claim has put us in a strong position, because it means that rules under the Native Title Act must now be satisfied for all future acts across all of Cape York. Every time anyone wants to do something that has a significant impact on our land, they'll have to negotiate with us and the TOs. And the TOs. The challenge for Cape York Land Council, our great sister organisations and you, the leaders of Cape York Aboriginal people, is to identify the arrangements that maximise our rights and provide the best opportunity for Aboriginal people to make use of their land. With one claim and the potential for a united approach to settling our native title with governments, we're in the best position we've ever been to make the needed changes happen. 25 years ago, our land summit in Lockhart River set us on the path to where we have arrived now. We have the best minds, the most influential people on Cape York in this room. the most influential people of Cape York in this room. And Cape York is the best place in the whole of Australia. I want to thank Mr. Noel Pearson, and I want to thank Mr. Gerard Pearson. They've been fighting this struggle for a long, long time, and a lot of other elders. We go over the hill, down Dale, then there's another hill. It's like the Great Wall of China. They're trying to keep Kublai Khan or Genghis Khan out from invading their city, their country. That's what's happening with us. So let's focus our energy over the next couple of days to work out where we want to be in 5, 10, 15 years time from now, and work out how we're going to get there. Thank you.